cameras. Stuck in traffic, up in some balaclavas. Get savage, we come to ravage. Flexing like Muhammad Ali, standing tall all over you average. Black rage on my feet, wearing black shades. Like I'm paid in these streets, it's a dark day. Watch the sharks spray a week, take your diamonds off, you call it Blue Street, cause it's war time.
Garrett Denton sitting fourth.
Cause it's war time!
And Garrett Denton with an 81, and 81 there for Denton.
Whoa, no, nothing but to hear me, son. I got something strong around me. Yeah. 10,000 fall around me, son, and the weapons ground, fighting my G. Yeah. Go ahead, fire at me. Yeah. Watch the weapons all fall to my feet, cause you're blowing up in the air, realizing I'll put you there, realize they live in your family, hiding from the truth, just like you, lying through your truth, talking bulletproof, where's the proof? All my dozen sounds, cut her up your town, word to mama, watch this gutter sound, make your favorite rappers look like clowns. 100 pounds, bonafide, take your shooters out, run the bell home and take the mic, put it on the ground. I'm a grandstand, ain't nobody touching on my halo. Black Moses thinking quick like Plato, what do they know? Black rage on my feet, wearing black shades, like I'm paid in these streets, it's a dark day. Watch the sharks spray a week, take your diamonds off, you call it Blue Street, cause it's war time.
Denton here with Denton Motorsport, coming out of another crazy weekend out at FD in St. Louis. This was the third round of Pro 2 competition, and we came in fourth in points, so we were really hoping to have a good result. It was a new track for the FD schedule, so coming into practice and seeing the layout for the first time, it was a little strange. The layout's different than most FD layouts. It's a lot tighter and more technical. Coming into qualifying, in my first run, the sun was just starting to come down right around the same time that I was going to make my run. And when I was coming through to the last touch and go, the sun kind of got in my eyes a little bit, and I made a little bit of a mistake. So I ended up with an 81 on my first run. Coming into the second run, it got really dark out. When I was sitting on the line looking into the first outer zone, it was almost hard to see the cones, and I kind of just threw it in blind and ran the whole track blind, just kind of going off what I could see through my headlights, which aren't really even aligned straight on. One of them kind of points up into the air, so that doesn't help. But we ended up with an 80 on our second run, and it seeded us into, I think, 13th place for qualifying. And then going into my top 16 battle, we were going up against Adam Kanapik. And my spotter had been telling me that he was running very smooth, consistent runs all weekend. So I knew I could just go all out and, try and put it against his door and run the best run that I could. And that's exactly what I tried to do. And we ended up coming away with the win. And then same thing going into our top 8 battle, we were going up against Brandon Sorensen, and that kid, he shreds. So I knew I was gonna have to go all in if I was gonna be able to beat him. And we were lucky enough to come away with a win after that battle too. Going into the top 4, we went up against Alec Robbins, and he was another one that my spotter had been telling me that he was putting in some of the best runs that he had seen all weekend. And sure enough, on my chase run, I chased him first because I was the lower qualifier. I had made some small mistakes in the first inner zone and kind of allowed him to get away from me a little bit, and his car was really quick down the straightaway section. So he pulled a pretty good gap on me, and I made a mistake trying to catch him up in the last inner zone. So I did everything I could, my lead run, try and pull some points back, but he stuck it right to me, and he ended up beating us, and we got knocked out in the top 4. But still, we ended up in 4th place for the event, which was huge. It helped us out a lot in the point standings. We finished ahead of everyone else that was ahead of us in points. So it shortened the gap from where we were to 1st place. I think as it sits right now, we're 21 points out of the lead. So, you know, if we qualify well and finish well in Texas, there's definitely a strong possibility that we could end up with a championship this year. Huge thanks to all of our sponsors and everyone that helps us out. Without their support, there's no way we'd be able to do what we do. Definitely be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Denton Motorsport. Check out the new shirts that we put out. PM us on any of our pages on Facebook or Instagram, or me personally. I'll get back to you and get you on the order list. Texas is definitely going to be one to watch, and I'm going to put it all out there, so it's definitely going to be a show.